nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Bengals.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. That one complete to Hill. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
To the air again, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And Burrow going to throw again, and that will be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they hand off to Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now he'll throw with Brady. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The tackle by...
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's Coleman here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7, Bengals 2.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is in this situation.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Adoree Jackson. The first down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Brady. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
7, Bengals 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
They'll take over.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes this Washington 14. Bengals 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Gets this one to Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Johnson. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
For John Ross, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
10 at the 42-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
First down, Bengals.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
At the 46-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Able to find Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 32.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's out right at the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I can't help it. Every time I see an empty backfield, I almost revert to college football because that's an immediate alert for a quarterback draw. We don't see it as much in the NFL, and he stayed in the pocket and threw one incomplete.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Evans in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He's going to go up top again. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 at the 7-yard line.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
There has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Johnson on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Intended.
We got a plane to catch.
And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it